guys, it's Graham again and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a Friday Reads video, even though it's Thursday night at 5 to 11. I am working tomorrow all day until 2 o'clock, so I'll be reading the book that I'm reading just now until about midnight, and then when I come home from work tomorrow. And that book is The Giant Under the Snow by John Gordon. Now, this was a recommendation from my Uncle David, and he said, read it. So I'm literally about 60 pages away from the end. I've been reading it for a few days. It is okay. I am mostly enjoying it. There are a couple of plot holes, and it feels a bit sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? It feels a bit kind of disjointed sometimes. It's about a group of children, a group of school friends called Jonk, Bill and Arth. They are on a school trip, and they stumble across the Green Man and a sort of witchy woman called Elizabeth Goodenough. Jonk finds a piece of delicately worked metal, and it turns out to be a belt buckle, which happens to belong to a warlord who is trying to fight to get his power back. I shall read you the synopsis of the book. A very long time ago, there was a struggle between great powers that was never properly ended. But now that it has been resumed, and you have become involved in the final act. On a school trip, Jonk Winters finds herself alone and wanders into a dark temple of trees. She stumbles across a mound that strangely resembles a hand, and, falling between the fingers, finds a glinting object ornately designed. The hand belongs to the Green Man, stirred now from centuries of rest to complete his epic journey across the landscape. Riding the giant is the Warlord, whose quest is to recapture his long-lost power. The golden buckle is the key to victory. Aided by the gift of flight, Jonk and her friends determine to defeat the Warlord and his sinister allies, the Leathermen, at any cost. An enthralling, timeless fantasy by a master storyteller. Now, this book was originally published in 1968, and this edition is from 2006. I have the original not an original, but a 1971 paperback, which I will get now. So here is the original paperback sort of edition, although this one is from 1971, not 1968. I think the design didn't change very much from the two publications. I'm not reading this edition because I genuinely forgot I had it, and I bullied hubby into buying this one for me from the internet when my uncle suggested that I read it. Completely forgot I had this one. I'm glad I'm not reading this one because it is quite delicate. It is quite old. The glue in the spine is a bit sort of crackly. So yeah, I will stick to reading this edition, which is just as well. It's pretty-ish, not quite as nice as the design on that, which kind of plays a lot into the plot and the story. The big dog, the Warlord, and the Leathermen, and the snowy forest because it's set at Christmas time. So I'm enjoying this. It's not bad. It's not like great literature either, really, but it's okay. It's good for a sort of YA. I'm going to say this is like 1960s YA, published by Orion Children's Books. This edition is from 2006, like I say, and it was originally published in 1968. I think this was the author's first published work. The interesting thing about this edition and this edition, obviously because this is old and this is newer, there have been certain words that were changed. So, for instance, the word eiderdown in this becomes duvet in this. the word gym shoes in this becomes trainers in this. The words best dress in this becomes jeans in this. It's quite interesting the kind of changes that had to be made for a more modern audience. If I had read words like gym shoes, eider down, best dress, I think I probably would have known what they were talking about. Just, I suppose, not everyone would. But yeah, so that is what I'm going to be. Oh, I just dropped something on the floor. Oh, you didn't see it, so it was out of frame. So that's... Shh, it didn't happen. So yeah, that's my book for Friday Reads. I'll be finishing this off over the course of between now and about midnight. I've got a nice cup of tea in my lovely blue and grey Tesco's mug, which I absolutely love. I'm obsessed with mugs. I just love them, and this holds a nice amount of tea, and it's a nice shape, and I like it. So yeah, book, tea. I'm going to read. I'm going to chill for a little while, then I'm going to go to bed, and I'm going to go back to work, and I'll finish reading it tomorrow, hopefully. Thank you so much for watching. Whatever you're doing, I hope you have so much fun doing it. Whatever you're reading, I hope you love it. Stay fabulous, be amazing, be yourself, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Bye bye.